extraterrestrial,
beyond
or I also feel it might be us,
Okay.
future.
in a more parallel existence, or in one of those multi-universe existence. Maybe they figured out how to travel through space continuums, and that would explain all these orb vibes, because I mean there's so many now, basically. And it's almost like something and someone wants us to know that they're here. It's not hiding anymore. It's like in broad daylight sometimes.
Mm.
So I think that also is the beginning, because I always think, according to Nostradamus, that we will have active contact by 2027. No, so this would be a little too early for me, but it might be just a preparation. Let people freak out, because they always freak out until they get used to it, and once they get used to it, we might can tap in without them, nuke us, or
Mm.
shooting us down, because that's the first reaction, of course. So it might be an interesting time of consciousness expansion. It would definitely fit into the plutonic shift of Aquarius.
Mm.
And
We're
then
going to have
this,
big innovations too.
you often talk about the DNA, because we know we can shut down DNA, we can innovate DNA, and that there were certain codes, certain things in our DNA that were suppressed
Mhm.
in our evolution.
Right.
And now we are learning, not just through supplements, but through consciousness, through whatever, this idea of higher frequencies and, raising the frequency of a planet, which is happening anyway. But we're aligning with it, and how it changes our DNA and takes off certain signifiers on our DNA. Do you want to say anything about that? Because it's quite an important moment
That's
now.
exactly what it happens. I think that our DNA is being unlocked,
Yes.
Mm.
in the collective, and that's why we are now capable of seeing things.
Yeah.
We had for such a long time the phenomenon of the abductees. I was abducted by the UFO, and always sexual stuff.
Mm.
It's never a conversation. It's always they put something down there, down here, and they touched me. It's always about that. And suddenly we have a collective opening now, where every Dick, Bob, and Joe says, "Yeah, I've seen them too, and they didn't abduct me, didn't do sexual stuff with me.
Yeah.
I've seen them, I photographed them." So this is for me an unlocking of our DNA to allow to perceive certain vibrations, or to it's very similar to the story of the Indians when they saw the ships of the armadas, right, of the conquistadors coming, and they couldn't see the ships. Their brain had no concept of what they were looking at, so they just didn't see it.